Hi there, my name is Carrie and this is Bailey. Today we're going to take you through a series of advanced strength exercises. I'm going to be doing the exercises standing, so if you find them too difficult, please follow along with Bailey. She's going to be doing the seated variations, and by all means, when you need a break, please take a break. So let's get started. So we're going to start nice and light today, so let's roll those shoulders back. I'm going to make my movement a little bit bigger. So follow along with Bailey if you don't have that range of motion. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, last set, last one. Let's take it forward now, or the other way that you were going if you were going the opposite way. Warming up those shoulders. All right, 4 more. I'm counting in pairs. This is 3, 2, last set, last one. Arms at your sides. Bailey's gonna hold the side of her chair and reach across, where I'm gonna reach up and over and allow that hand switching sides, allowing my hand to glide down my side. I'm also pulling in my abdominals as I reach up and over. So we're warming up your spine, your middle back, still warming up those shoulders. We're just going to do 4 more, again in pairs. This is 3, 2, last set, last one. All right, let's take it right into a march. Let's make sure we're standing nice and tall, shoulders down, chest out. Move at your own pace. You can either be faster or slower than me, but remember, this is the warm-up, so don't go too crazy. All right, we're gonna open our feet wide. We're gonna march wide. It's gonna feel a little bit funny in the hips. Bring it back to the center. We're going to do that one more time. Let's open your feet wide, march wide. Bring it back to the center. On the count of 4, we're going to change this to heel digs. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can have your hands on your hip or the sides of your chair. We're just tapping those heels, alternating sides. We also, not only are we tapping those heels, I want you to ensure that you're pointing, have a flex foot, so point those toes up towards you as well. We're warming up the backs of those legs. I am gonna add on. If you find it too difficult, you don't have to add on, but let's push same arm, same leg, alternating sides. Last set, last one. This is 4, 3, 2, last set, last one. Let's take it to the corners, no arms. We're gonna tap to the corners. All right, let's add those arms in, bicep curl. Four more. 3, 2, last set, last one. All right, we're gonna go into a step touch. I'm gonna step over to the right. And if you're following along with Bailey, Bailey's actually gonna tap side to side. Or just, there you go, alternating sides. Hands on hips for right now, or be on your chair. I am gonna add in those arms, but not yet. So this is a step touch. All right, I'm gonna add in those arms. We're gonna reach and pull back. And as you pull back, I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So we're warming up those shoulders, that upper back. All right, 4 more, but in pairs. 3, 2, last set, last tap. All right, we're gonna go into a ham curl. So hands on hips. I'm gonna try and bring my heels towards my buttocks, and Bailey's tapping her toes underneath her chair. If you have nice long legs, you can actually just bring your heel to the ledge of your chair. So no arms yet. I'll show you a side view. So heel towards buttocks, warming up those hamstrings. I am gonna add in those arms. So straight arms, we're gonna press back as you bring that heel towards your buttocks. Again, if you find it too difficult, just take out the arms. All right, 4 more. 3, 2, last set, last one. Let's take it back to a march. So still marching your feet, we're gonna go roll our fists. We're gonna go into fist rolls. As you're marching your feet, warming up the backs of those arms. It's a little bit of a brain exercise as well, because your brain might want to do something different as you're trying to roll those fists and march your feet. All right, 4 more, and we're gonna reverse. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way. So don't go too fast. Remember, this is just our warm-up. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Still marching. Arms at your sides, still marching your feet. We're gonna lift our arms up and down, warming up those shoulders. Or you can just follow along with Bailey and just march. We're not gonna do too many of these. All right, 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Great job. Still marching in your feet. We can slow it down a little bit. That basically is our warm-up for today. But let's end the warm-up with 3 breathing exercises, which I want you to do still moving your feet. So you can slow it down a little bit. You don't have to use your arms. Bailey's gonna take a big breath in and a big breath out, not using her arms. All right, 3 times. Let's inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. All right, this is our last breath. Let's take a big breath in. Let's inhale and exhale. All right, that completes our warm-up. So let's grab, if you're standing along with me, grab your chair. We're not using weights yet, but have them close by. Of course, have a sip of water if you need to. Let's make sure your bum is in the front of the chair. I'm going to instruct Bailey first. So Bailey's gonna do a basic regular sit to stand. So her feet are gonna be hip width apart and her back of her heels are gonna be close to the ledge of the chair so that when she looks down, she can't see her toes. We're gonna hinge from the hips. She's gonna lean forward, press down into those heels. She's gonna breathe out, stand all the way up. Then she's gonna hinge at the hips again, take her breath in as she lowers her bums down. Make sure you pull in your abdominals. For those of you that are following along with me, we're gonna do what's called a split stance. So you're gonna have one foot that is in front and one foot that is, your heels are gonna be close to the ledge of the chair. Make sure your foot's not too far forward, so you still want them fairly close by, and make sure they're not together. You have some space in between. So this just advances the sit to stand, and you're gonna work your quadriceps a little bit more, but you're still working all your leg muscles, even your core. We're gonna do this for 40 seconds and then resting for 25. So remember, when you go to stand is when you breathe out. This will be a brain exercise as well, because when you have to remember what foot was in front. So for round 2, we're not switching sides until round 2. So brain exercise, remember what foot is in front, because we're not coming back to that right away. All right, let's go. 40 seconds. Let's breathe out. Take a breath in as you lower down. Breathe out. Again, there's no right or wrong way to move those arms. If you are moving them, I find it helps me to get up and down. Great job. We're halfway. Keeping my abdominals pulled in, especially when I go to sit down. We have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. All right, last one. I think this is great job. All right, so remember what foot was in front. Active rest break. So I'm gonna stand and move my chair to the side. You can do the same and keep your chair close by. You might need it for support. So I'm gonna instruct those. So for those of you that are seated, we're gonna work the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, your buttocks. Bailey's gonna hold the sides of her chair, and she's gonna tap her toes underneath her chair. So she's just gonna tap one side. And for those of you that have nice long legs, or if you don't have a chair that has open space underneath, you're just gonna drag your heel to the ledge of your chair and then push it forward again. For those of you that are following along with me, I'm gonna show you a side view. So 2 options: standing nice and tall, shoulders down, chest out, abdominals pulled in. Option 1, you're gonna tap those toes back. Option 2, you're gonna try and lift. And when you lift, I need you to squeeze your buttocks each time you lift that leg. We're gonna do that for 40 seconds and then we'll switch sides. All right, here we go. Standing nice and tall. You breathe out when you tap or lift that leg. Let's go. Breathing out as you lift or tap. Your focus is to squeeze that buttocks. For those of you that are standing, you're working on the balance as well, and you're also working that leg you're standing on. So with the leg you're standing on, make sure you create a soft bend in your knee, no lock joints. You're more than halfway. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. We're gonna do 2 more. Last one. Great job. No break. Oh, I lie. We're switching sides. Fix that posture. I'm going to show you without holding on to support. Again, you can either tap or lift, shoulders down, chest out. Ready? Let's go. So you can either have your hands on your hips if you're standing, or arms at your sides. And you're squeezing that buttocks if you're lifting that leg. Breathing out when you go back, taking a breath in when your foot comes back forward. You're halfway. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. Great job. Active break, 25 seconds. Try and keep moving. It doesn't have to be anything aggressive. Obviously, if you need a sip of water, you don't have to move while you're sipping. We're going to repeat those 2 exercises. So we're going to, if you were following along with me, we're going to go shortly back into that split stance. So hopefully you remember what foot was in front. 5 seconds left. So if you're standing, you can get that chair ready. We're gonna go back to that split stance or the sit to stance. Make sure your bum is forward. Bailey's gonna have her feet hip width apart, and I'm gonna switch sides now. I'm gonna have my right foot in front now, and my left foot, the heel is close to the ledge of my chair. Remember, we hinge at the hips, and when we go to stand, we breathe out, and when we go to sit down, we take our breath in. All right, 40 seconds, let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in as you lower. Breathe out. Breath in. Good job, we're halfway. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds, we're gonna do 2 more. All right, last one. Great job. 25-second active rest break. Try and keep moving. We're gonna go back to that hip extension, reverse hip extension. So we're moving to the back. Bailey's gonna stay on one side and she's gonna tap her toe underneath her chair, and she will exhale as she taps underneath. For those of you following along with me, you can, 2 options. You can either tap that leg back or you can lift. Just make sure you create a soft bend in the leg you are standing on. We're gonna do this for 40 seconds. All of us, let's fix our posture. Shoulders down, chest out, abdominals pulled in. Ready? Let's go. Breathe out as you lift or tap. Don't forget to squeeze that buttocks as that leg goes back if you are lifting. Go at your own pace. We're halfway. We have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. Great job. We're going to switch sides, no break. You'll get a break after this. I'm going to show you without hanging on to support. Shoulders down, chest out. Last time. Let's go. Breathing out as we tap or lift. Taking your breath in as you come back. Try your best not to lean forward, especially if you're not hanging on to support. We're halfway. We have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. This is your last one. Great job. All right, 25-second active rest break. Have some water, keep moving. I'm gonna set you up for the next exercises. And I myself need a sip of water, so excuse me. All right, so for the next exercise, we're gonna go into a chest fly. So this works your chest muscles, your shoulders, the backs of the arms, and it's really good for your shoulder mobility as well. So we're gonna have our arms out at the sides. And I will say, for some of you, this position might be hard. So if this feels awkward and hard, do this exercise without weights until you practice this one. So just like Bailey's gonna have her arms at the same. And Bailey and I are gonna be doing the same thing. The only difference is Bailey will be seated and I'll be standing. So our arms are out at the sides. And I'll show you the upper body move first. So I want you to exhale and bring your arms towards each other. They don't have to touch. Then you're gonna open up and that's when you inhale. So we're gonna add some movement to this. Option 1, Bailey's gonna tap her toe as she brings her hands together. And then she's going to alternate. You can also do that standing where, sorry, I just realized my water bottle's in the way. Or you can follow me where I'm actually gonna lift. So this one you really have to focus on your breath. You're going to exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. You're going to switch sides. So it's really going to challenge your balance. We're working lots of muscles here, your outer thighs, your buttocks, and your core. Do the best you can. And into position. Let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Breath in. Good job. And if you're lifting along with me, you don't have to lift too high. Only lift as far as you can. Great job. All right, 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. We're going to do 2 more, 1 more time each side. Last time. Great job. 25-second active rest break. Try and keep moving. Have some water. I'm going to set you up for the next exercise. So the next exercise, we know this one. We've done it before. We're going to do a bent over row. So we're working your middle back, your biceps, and different parts of your shoulders. But we're going to add 2 exercises in one. We're not adding our legs for this exercise, but we're going to do 2 upper body exercises. I'm going to show you a side view. The instructions will be the same. The only difference, if you're standing, your feet are hip width apart, and you have to go into that squat stance. So your bum's behind you, and I'm hinged forward. We're going to go into a bent row. So your arms are in front. You're going to pull those elbows back. This is when you exhale, but we're going to add a tricep kickbacks. From here, you're going to extend from the elbow, squeeze it in, press it down. When you come back to the start, that's when you're going to take your breath in. So do this one slow and controlled, and again, focus on those shoulder blades, squeezing them when your elbows come back. All right, into position, and let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in as you come back. For those of you that aren't using your weights, when you bring that arm back in, I really want you to flex those biceps. Flex them here. After your tricep extension, really squeeze as you come back. A lot of what we do takes a lot of mental focus too. We don't want you just going through the motions. We have 5 seconds left, so 2 more. Last one. Great job. 25-second active rest break. We have 1 more exercise in this circuit. I'm going to set you up. And so we're going to drop 1 weight. We're only going to use 1 weight. We're going to do what's called a military press, but I am going to add a cardio move with their opposite leg. So it'll be a little bit of a brain exercise as well. So we're going to start with our arm at 90-degree angles as best as you can, out at the side, kind of like a goalie post. And so I'll show you the upper body move first. So you're going to press that arm straight up. That's when you exhale, most important, especially for this one. And then when you lower down, that's when you inhale. So then we're going to add a lower body movement with the other leg. When you press up, I want you to tap your toe. That's when you exhale. Then when you bring it back, that's when you inhale. We're going to stay on the same side, and then after 40 seconds, we will switch sides, and then we'll have a break. Okay, so break time is up. Into your position. And please don't forget to breathe when that arm goes overhead. Here we go. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Breathe out. I'm still keeping those abdominals engaged. You're going to start to feel your shoulders burn eventually. We're halfway. You can have your hand on your hip or beside you. There's no right or wrong. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. All right, we're going to switch sides. You get a little break as I change my stopwatch. And let's switch sides. Fix that posture for me. Shoulders down, chest out. Again, be mindful of your abdominals. Keep them pulled in. Ready? Let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Breath in. So just in this first 3 exercises, we worked our full upper body. Your chest, your back, your shoulders, the backs of your arms. We're halfway. Middle of your arms, your biceps. All right, we have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 2 more. Last one. Great job. We're going to repeat all those 3 exercises. So active rest break, have some water, keep moving. And I myself need a sip of water, so excuse me. And into position. Let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Breath in. Good job. And if you're lifting along with me, you don't have to lift too high. Only lift as far as you can. Great job. All right, 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. We're going to do 2 more, 1 more time each side. Last time. Great job. 25-second active rest break. Try and keep moving. Have some water. I'm going to set you up for the next exercise. So do this one slow and controlled, and again, focus on those shoulder blades, squeezing them when your elbows come back. All right, into position, and let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in as you come back. For those of you that aren't using your weights, when you bring that arm back in, I really want you to flex those biceps. Flex them here. After your tricep extension, really squeeze as you come back. A lot of what we do takes a lot of mental focus too. We don't want you just going through the motions. We have 5 seconds left, so 2 more. Last one. Great job. 25-second active rest break. Have some water, then keep moving. It doesn't have to be anything aggressive. If you're standing, just light toe taps. If you're getting tired of moving your feet, you can just roll those shoulders back. I just want you to keep moving. So we kind of keep that heart rate at a steady pace. Great job, you're almost there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, so break time is up. Into your position. And please don't forget to breathe when that arm goes overhead. Here we go. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Breathe out. I'm still keeping those abdominals engaged. You're going to start to feel your shoulders burn eventually. We're halfway. You can have your hand on your hip or beside you. There's no right or wrong. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. All right, we're going to switch sides. You get a little break as I change my stopwatch. And let's switch sides. Fix that posture for me. Shoulders down, chest out. Again, be mindful of your abdominals. Keep them pulled in. Ready? Let's go. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Breath in. So just in this first 3 exercises, we worked our full upper body. Your chest, your back, your shoulders, the backs of your arms. We're halfway. Middle of your arms, your biceps. All right, we have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 2 more. Last one. All right, great job. So we are actually going to end the class seated, but hang on to one weight. So grab your chair if you were standing. Let's go back to your chair. We want to make sure our bums are at the front of the chair. We're going to work the sides of your abdominals. This works your shoulders as well, so I apologize because we have worked your arms. If you're following along with Bailey, you're going to put your hands together, interlock your fingers. And if you're following along with me and you're using your weight, you're going to put this into the palm of your hands. Let's make sure our shoulders are down, chest is out, and we're going to engage our abdominals. We're going to start over on our left side, our hands on our left side. And we're going to cross our arms up over to the right side. And as we cross up and lift those arms, we're going to exhale. When we lower down, we inhale. Exhale and inhale. So we're working those sides of those abdominals and your shoulders and a bit of your deep core muscles. All right, 40 seconds each side, and then we'll have a break and then repeat. Ready? Let's go. Exhale. Inhale as you lower down. So for this one, unfortunately, it will be your shoulders that are going to burn over your abdominals. Great job. It's like we're throwing something up and over to the other corner. We have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. Great job. We're going to switch sides. Just switching my stopwatch. All right, on the other side, right side, same thing. You're going to breathe out as you cross it up and over towards your across your body. And let's breathe out. Take a breath in as you lower down. Try your best not to fall backwards. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Great job. We're almost there. We're halfway. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. Great job. Active rest break. Let's keep moving. 25 seconds. Have some water. Keep moving. Because we're getting near the end of our workout, we just have one more round of this and then we'll stretch it out. You can keep your movement a little bit lighter. We're halfway there. All right, you have 5 seconds left. If you're using your hand weight, get it ready. We're going to start over on the left side. Here we go, 40 seconds. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Keeping those abdominals pulled in. Even though this is going to feel mostly like you're working your shoulders, you are working those abdominals. All right, 5 seconds, 2 more. Last one. Great job. We're going to go to the other side, 40 seconds. Sitting nice and tall. Here we go, last time. Breathing out as you lift. Taking a breath in as you lower. We're halfway. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. 2 more. Last one. Great job. All right, you can get rid of that weight. We are gonna end with our cool down. Have some water if you need to. So if you were already seated, make sure your bum's forward. And for those of you that are just joining me seated, again, bum is forward. We're gonna sit nice and tall. We're gonna work the sides of your abdominals and the sides of your low back. And so for this one, your arms are at your sides, and you're going to exhale and reach down. You can actually let your hand glide down your chair. When you come back to the center, you're gonna inhale, and then we're gonna alternate sides. You're gonna exhale, go to the other side. So you might have to change your pace so that you can get your breath in and your breath out. Go at your own pace. We're gonna do this for 40 seconds, and then we'll repeat. All right, sitting nice and tall. Try your best not to bring your chest forward. So we wanna make sure we're sitting nice and tall. All right, here we go. Breathe out. Take a breath in as you come back. Breathe out. Breath in. And it's a small movement. You don't have to move too far. It's very functional. So this will help you to pick things off the floor. Plus we're working our core. This one you won't feel too much discomfort. You definitely should not feel pain. So if you feel pain, especially in the low back, please discontinue. We're almost there. Less than 10 seconds. 5 seconds. All right, one more time each side. Last time. All right, 25 active rest break. We're gonna just keep walking or keep moving side to side. Because we're almost at the end of our workout, we can just slow it down. We're halfway. All right, 5 seconds left on your break. We're gonna go back to those side bends again. One more time. Breathe out. Take a breath in as you come back. Breathe out. Breath in. And it's a small movement. You don't have to move too far. It's very functional. So this will help you to pick things off the floor. Plus we're working our core. This one you won't feel too much discomfort. You definitely should not feel pain. So if you feel pain, especially in the low back, please discontinue. We're almost there. Less than 10 seconds. 5 seconds. One more time each side. Last one. Great job. All right, now we're almost done. We're almost at the best part. I'm gonna have a sip of water myself. I encourage you to do the same. We are gonna do a cool down, and we're gonna do this seated. Excuse me. So if your bum tended to move back, scooch it forward. Let's bring it forward again. We're gonna start stretching from the bottom up. So let's stretch our hamstrings. We're gonna stretch out our right leg. You're on your heel. You're gonna have a flexed foot, and your right leg, you want it to make sure that it's completely straight. You're gonna lean forward onto your other leg, feeling that discomfort, that pull in the backs of your legs, right down to your calves, the bottom of your legs. I really want you to point those toes up towards you. Keep a flexed foot. Really get in those calves. And actually just holding that your foot flex, which is actually called dorsiflexion, really helps you to keep walking strong too. So there's lots of benefits to even just holding your foot flexed. So still holding this position, we're now gonna press those toes down. It's almost like you're pressing on a gas pedal. You can see our toes really aren't touching the ground, but they are pressed down. So now we're kind of getting the front of your shins. Maybe you'll feel this around your ankles. We're just holding each stretch 15 to 20 seconds. release that stretch, we're gonna go to the other side. So let's stretch out that left leg. It's completely straight. We're on our heel, a flex foot, so point those toes up towards you. We're leaning forward on the other leg. Again, feeling that discomfort, that pull in the backs of your legs right down to the bottom. Really trying to point those toes up towards us. All right, still holding this position, you're gonna press those toes down, almost like you're pressing on the gas pedal. Our toes aren't touching, but it is pressed down. You might feel this in your shins, your ankles. And let's release that stretch. Let's go to our hips and buttocks. So if you're following along with Bailey, Bailey's gonna take her right foot and cross it over her left ankle, and she's really just stretching her right leg. So she's stretching her hips and buttocks on the right side, and she's gonna lean forward. Just know for some of you, you might not feel the discomfort. You might not feel this in your hips and buttocks. Just know you are still stretching your hips and buttocks. If you wanna make this harder, follow along with me. We're gonna bring that right foot on top of your left knee. For some of you, you might feel that discomfort just by staying upright, but most of you, you're gonna have to lean forward, and that's when you're really gonna feel that discomfort in your hips and buttocks. This is great to keep your hips open, stretch those glutes that get really tight, that can pull on your low back. It's a very good stretch to do every day if you think of it. And again, 15 to 20 seconds. You don't have to hold it too long. And if your knee is a little bit high too, that's okay, it just takes time. And let's release that stretch. We're gonna go to the other side. So Bailey's gonna take that left foot over her right ankle, and she's gonna lean forward. I'm gonna bring that left foot on top of my right knee, and I'm gonna lean forward. Again, feeling that discomfort in the left hips and buttocks. And maybe one side you have to follow along with Bailey, and the other side you can do my option. That's okay. And let's release that stretch. Still sticking with our hips and buttocks, I want you to hop your right foot out to the corner. So it's kind of on the corner of your chair as best as you can. It might look like Bailey and I shifted our body, but I need your hips and your left knee to still be facing forward as best as you can. So with the same hand as that leg that's out to the corner, you're gonna take your right hand, and I want you to cup the inner part of your right knee. Once you're there, I want you to put some light pressure on that knee. You're gonna press it outward. Once you're there, I want you to try and sit nice and tall. So for some of you, you might feel nothing with this stretch, but some of you might feel this in your outer hip, your buttocks, maybe underneath your legs. Some of you might feel it in your groin area. But just know that you're not doing anything wrong if you don't feel anything. Not every stretch you have to feel discomfort. And let's release that stretch. We're gonna go to the other side. So hop out your left leg, kind of to the corner of your chair. Again, our hips and knees are still facing forward, even it looks like we switched over and twisted our bodies. Same hand as that leg. Your left hand, you're gonna cup it and put it around that left knee. I want you to put some light pressure on that knee. You're gonna press it outward. Once you're there, try your best to sit nice and tall for me. So again, this helps to keep your hips nice and open. We don't, as we exercise, our hips and all our muscles get tighter. So that's why it's so beneficial to make sure you do the cool down after you do the exercises. Because the tighter our hips get, then our back gets tight. And then eventually over time, it does affect your walking. And release that stretch. All right, let's go up to our low back. So this one you'll like. We're gonna lean forward. There's no variations for this stretch. We're gonna rest our elbows on our knees, just looking down. This stretches your low back, and you should not feel any discomfort with this stretch or pain. If you feel pain, please discontinue. And let's slowly roll it back up. Let's go to the sides of our body. We're gonna stretch our middle back. There's one variation with this, but all of us are gonna take our right hand and you're gonna put it beside you on your chair. So the palm of your hand, I want you to put some weight into that arm. It's actually healthy for your shoulder. So you can lean onto that arm and your elbow can bend. Bailey's gonna reach across in front, and you would do this variation if your shoulders are tender or you don't want your arms overhead. I'm gonna bring my arm up and over, and not only am I reaching over, I'm also reaching up as well. So we're opening up the middle back, stretching your rib cage, and if you're following along with me, we're also opening up that hip as well. Try not to hold your breath, especially if you're following along with me. And let's release that stretch. Same thing. So left hand, palm of your hand. You're gonna put some weight into that palm. You can bend that left arm. Bailey's gonna reach across. I'm gonna reach up and over. And remember, I'm not only reaching over, try and stretch that arm up too, fingers towards ceiling. And release that stretch. One more stretch. This is our last stretch. Let's stretch our chest. So we're gonna bring both arms behind you. You're gonna grab the back or the bottom of your chair as best as you can. Shoulders are down, chest is out, and you're gonna push your chest forward. So those arms are straight behind you and you're slightly leaning forward. This opens up your chest, stretches your shoulders, the middle and backs of your arms. You might feel a little bit of this in your spine. It stretches your spine extensors. And as we keep having a birthday every year, this will ensure that your posture doesn't start rounding, because as we keep having birthdays, our spine will naturally want to kind of round, especially with everything we do during the day. So this will help to ensure that doesn't happen. Great job, and let's release that stretch. So to end the class, we're gonna do some breath work. I'm gonna have a sip of water, so excuse me, I encourage you to do the same. And what we're gonna do with this breath, I want you to take a big breath in, starting from your belly as best as you can. And if you feel, we all naturally breathe very shallow, and if you are on oxygen, then you're breathing even more shallow. So to try a little test to ensure that you are taking a big breath in from your belly, when you take a big breath in, you want to feel your belly come out a little bit, a little expansion. It doesn't have to be big, but just a little bit come out. So a little tip that you can do is you can have one arm across your chest and the other hand on your belly. So when you take your big breath in, you should feel your belly expand more than your chest. If your chest is expanding more than your belly, then you're breathing a little bit shallow. Try not to get frustrated with it. These exercises just take time and practice. It's really just to bring awareness to you. And the more body awareness that we have, the better this will get. So if you might be frustrated with these exercises today, but it will get better over time. So we're gonna take a big breath in, and then I want you to hold it for 5 seconds. You're gonna hold that breath. And then after 5 seconds, when you go to exhale, when you go to breathe out, you're gonna count to 4 in your head and slowly exhale that breath so we can ensure that you get that breath out. Another tip, you don't have to do it, but another tip is that when you go to exhale and you're doing your counting, you're gonna purse your lips. And it's as simple as it sounds. You're literally gonna put your lips together and purse them as you exhale, and that just helps to kind of get all the air out because we don't want to hold in that air that we just held. All right, we're gonna do this 3 times and then we're all done. Do the best that you can. Bailey's gonna stay in this position. I'm gonna be conducting you. So one thing I will say, I talk a lot with my arms. So when you are taking your big breath in, please keep your arms at your sides. Do not hold your breath with your arms overhead. All right, ready? Here we go. We're gonna take a big breath in. Let's inhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale. I'll give you a few seconds. Have some water if you need to. Know that this type of breath work will exuberate some coughing. That's very normal, and hopefully with practice and time that coughing will stop. So if you are coughing right now, do what you have to do. Have some water. All right, here we go, second time. Let's take a big breath in. Let's inhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale. I'll give you a few seconds, let you catch your breath. We're gonna do this one more time, and I want you to try and take in as much air as you can and hold it. Last time. And this exercise, you can actually do numerous times throughout the day. And as you start practicing it, you can start adding on time. So you can work your way up to holding it for 8 seconds or 10 seconds or up to 20 seconds. Please just don't do it over 30 seconds. It's really unnecessary. 20 seconds is top. All right, last time. Ready? Big breath in. Let's inhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale. Great job. We are all done. The best part. Thanks for joining us.